So that's great news for the buyers. We're getting more inventory, but maybe not so much for the sellers. Thank you for tuning into our show. We're here, we're keeping you up to date as far as what's been going on in the real estate market for Prince William County. So we're now looking back the entire month of May, where we had 2,013 available new inventory go on the market, which about on average 59% of it was going under contract or pending within a week. And then we also had 995 that were sold for that month. Okay, so we had a weekly average of new inventory go on the market of 503. So now let's put this into perspective. For the month of April, we had 479 new active inventory go on the market. So for the month of May, that is a 5% increase of new inventory going on the market month over month. So that's great news for the buyers. We're getting more inventory, but maybe not so much for the sellers. Now let's talk about home pricing. So let's see what some of these major real estate and mortgage companies are forecasting for 2021. So we can look at this graph here, and here we're seeing what MBA, Fannie Mae, Zelman, Freddie Mac, NAR, what they're all trying to forecast for this year. And actually some of this has gone up since the beginning of the year. So on average, you're seeing about a 6.8% appreciation for home prices within this year. So that's a forecast, right? So then sometimes I get the question, well, how much longer do you think this is gonna last? I think it's very simple here. We can just look at supply and demand. Let's look at this graph here. Let's just look at how inventory levels have decreased. This is for single family homes since comparing to just last year, where last year was already the inventory was low, and we're just comparing it now to 2021. Just look at these numbers, how much inventory has been able to go down. So we know, right? If supply continues to stay low, well then demand will go high. And then we also know, right? Housing prices will continue to increase. Okay, and then the last thing that we want to look at, let's look at forbearance. This is a graph that we want to see continue to go lower and lower. So we're going all the way back until May of last year when forbearance kicked in, where basically people were not able to pay their homes, stopped paying their homes, or just didn't want to pay their homes, whatever it was. But here we can see now it's basically cut in more than half. You still have about 2.3 million people that are within this program, so you still don't want them to be in that program, but we see it's basically cut in half, if not a little bit more. So those are things that I think we'll continue to look at and make sure to be able to gauge as far as what's going to be happening for the rest of 2021 and then going into next year. If you have any questions, please scroll, please click below, comment below, and I'd be happy to help.